Hello everybody, Surefirejacob here, how you doing? Now, for my entire life, I've always been an Android user. I've always used Android phones. This is an Opel, kind of new kid to the market. Here's a Huawei, and I've used Samsung in my life. Now, this is going to be a hard one to do, because today I'm going to be getting an iPhone. Yes, I know, Android is so much better. I already can hear you in the comments. I've always used Android devices, including tablets. This is a Lenovo, and I've tried their Samsung tablet. And you know, I've always used, obviously, Android. This is a real Android right here. And obviously this is a real Huawei phone. A bit cracked. That's what happens when you drop some of these phones. It's kind of a tragedy kind of thing. But I fancied a change. And I thought, let's give the benefit of the doubt. Let's give Apple a go. Now, personally, to you and me, I've used Apple devices before. I've used an iPod back in my youth, and I've used various other Apple products. I've tried the Apple iPods. I've even fixed iPods. Well, not fixed them, but helped people with their music to an iPod. And let me just say, me screaming at iTunes made me realise I'm never using anything Apple ever again. I was also given a Mac Mini 2012, which I despised, and I just gave to my mother and reinstalled Windows on it because it works better off anyway. Yeah, who would have thought an Apple product worked better off with Windows? Anyway, so that's the plan today. I'm going to be getting this phone. I'm going to probably moan about it in true fashion at Surefirejacob's quarters. We normally do. But yeah, I've mostly used, well, actually I have been using Android devices and flip devices when I was younger in the 90s, etc. I used to use Nokia 3310, if you remember those things, you know. And then I went over to Android eventually after the Android market came out. I had an LG phone, many other phones I've had of Android. Sorry, it is technically 3:16 in the morning. I thought I might as well put that forward. So, this is the hardest decision that I have to make. Getting an iPhone phone. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't know which one I'm going to go for, but there is a second-hand store around the corner, and they sell iPhone 10s, 11s, 12s, etc. Even the iPhone 8s and that, for dead cheap. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not a brand new item. This is not a brand new Apple iPhone. This is going to be second hand. So, without further ado, let's get this device. So here we are. This is the iPhone XS. I got this for a very good price. He gave me 20% off. 299 quid, second hand. Face ID's got a problem, but to be honest, from what I've heard, it had a problem before. I already know about that. And yeah. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be having a go on this for a bit. Yeah, I'll give you my final experience probably in a couple of days, or in 10 minutes time, when I probably get aggravated with the damn thing. So I haven't put the SIM card in yet into this iPhone, but it is fully charged, as you can see, fully working. And obviously, you know, it's got a case on it. I might as well prove to the video as well that this is a real iPhone. I might as well. You got to understand, I don't play tricks with you guys. This is all realistic my own money and my own screaming. As you can see, look, that's a genuine Apple logo there, and the 2 cameras. And as you can see right there, iPhone XS Max, unlocked, got 6 months warranty on it. I could totally take that off, I think, but I'm not going to if I need to do it in future, maybe. But as you can see, look, it's got a very pretty pattern on there. Anyway, so far I've put some apps onto this thing. Let's see if we can get this case back on there. Right there, you can see we've got the Apple stuff on here, got things installed, etc. And it tells you the percentage of the battery. A few things I need to point forward first is 80% of the apps was found in the App Store, which was great, but I had to keep like signing in for some reason. And I don't know if it's the cable to give me, but it was incredibly slow to charge this thing. And I don't know if it's because iPhones are just dangerously slow at charging. I don't know. But I know fully well that this thing in 20 minutes can get to 50 to 70%. And so can this one, to be honest. This Oppo. But obviously, we're missing the headphone port on this, which was the dumbest fucking idea Apple ever did. I mean, to be honest, other people started to do the same thing. I mean, this Huawei thing right here doesn't have that either. But most phones out there are now putting them back on. Anyway, passing that point forward. My experience so far is kind of mixed. It's like, I'm not sure with this thing, to be honest, at the moment. I got it secondhand, so obviously some of the battery is depleted, but that's one thing I never got about iPhones. You know, why do they have a deplete kind of status in the settings? I don't get that. Can't they be asked to put good batteries in this thing for £1,000 or whatever these things cost these days? You know, you would have thought they would have done that with this, which is the first gripe. The other gripe is, and I don't know if the new ones do this, but if so, well done, Apple. Ooh, it's finally got to the chase. You can't do live wallpapers on this thing, which is odd, because for a smartphone you would have thought they would have beaten that to the chase, or be a bit like that. I mean, look at this thing, right? If I log into this quickly, you can actually see, look, we've got a live wallpaper right there. All right, it's not live at the moment, you can't see much, but it is a live wallpaper. You know, the sun goes up, etc. I like the Yo Weather app, and I've got it on here, but unfortunately it lets me use it, but unfortunately it doesn't let me put it as a background, which I don't understand why. I mean, you know, I don't get it. I've tried every setting to find it, and no. Also, yeah, the Face ID thing, not really a big issue. I mean, I've been trying all day to see if I can get it working, because you never know. Yeah, so the settings right there, just to prove it's an iPhone. There you go. It's I'm not a fan of gestures, which is why on the Android phone I've got the back arrow and all that on as default, or not default because it was gestures to begin with. It is a clean OS, I will admit, but it's very boring and basic. And for the amount of money that you're paying for, you should have like a lot more extras attached to it. A lot more. I mean, that's slow to the chase, and that is like futuristic to me compared to this thing. But I'll give it a fair chance. It's only been like a load of hours later after that clip, so it's like I'm giving it a chance, and I'll give you my final information on this. It could take 2 days. I don't know. I might even be some other location by then, because I'm quite busy in my schedule at the moment. Anyway, we'll see you later, and we'll see how it goes. So here we have a test on the iPhone right here. This is the camera at the front, and as you can see, the phone keeps moving around because, you know, it's a slidey case. But here is the iPhone, and here is the Oppo phone. Not a very good comparison, I know, but I thought I'd show you this while the iPhone falls down. I'll start the recording there. Yeah, so that's what it is. One more thing I need to gripe about while I'm here. Why is the iCloud only 5 gigabytes? That's stupid, considering everyone's got 64 gigabyte phones and 120 up. I don't know. It's Apple retardation. Well, hello there. And we're still in this project of the fucking iPhone. Right, before I went on holiday, I made this video at the beginning of the video clips at the beginning, and I was going to take the iPhone with me on my holiday, which is a video coming soon. But unfortunately, as you can guess, it's constantly on charge. The battery in this fucking iPhone is fucking cooked in the XS. So I'm going to have to do a revisit of this, a second revisit of this tri-series, where I have to go out and get another bloody thing. So, my overall experience with the iPhone, it's boring. The battery already sucks ass, because when I've got like plenty of second-hand phones, like Androids, none of them have behaved as retarded as that thing, where it just dies at 60%. 82% capacity, my arsehole, Apple. 82% my arse. And if that's 82%, God help me on a normal day on this thing. I'll have to get this thing charged to the wall. So, in the revisit episode, we're going to be buying an iPhone 14, brand new, or iPhone 12, I don't know. I want it to be somewhat closer to that thing. So iPhone 12 on Amazon. I will buy it next month and we'll do a revisit. It's the worst phone I've ever stumbled across. I would rather have a 3310 to that thing, because at least then the battery would last a week out of the damn thing and it wouldn't be such an issue. I'm not going to switch back to my Android yet, although this still works, even though the battery is also cooked on it. But come on, iPhone, what the fuck are you playing at? Yeah, rubbish design Apple has ever made. And if everyone else can beat you at this, Google Pixel, this thing, for God's sake, that was £300, that could beat the iPhone's battery after about a year or two. It's still going strong. It doesn't have a problem. The only reason I got this iPhone was for you all to try out and probably moan at it while you got your video. I am pissed. I'm pissed. £300 down the crapper for that thing. I'll still use it for a while, but it's not. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this end result. It's turned out for the worst. It's turned out for the worst. I've had many phones on the market that have worked longer than this thing. I've had many phones on the market that have been second-hand, that have had better batteries than the iPhone's ever touched on. I don't know what the last owner did to it, but the battery sucks on it. The Face ID doesn't work on it, which is what I expected. He told me, so fair enough. But at the end of the day, come on, for fuck's sake, what's going on with Apple? Honestly, why do you not like iPhones? They're crap. Anyway, thanks for watching. My rant's over. Take care.